I came home one Monday night after work, and he had totally shredded his dog bed and had eaten parts of it. He has this affinity to paper products. I cannot trust him to be out of my sight. My biggest concern is future vet bills with whatever it is he's eating.
Every workday, Robin McCarthy confronts the thankless task of containing her 2 dogs in the kitchen while she's away. There's a reason why these 2 pups must endure this gated community lifestyle, and his name is Patches.
I went to the dog adoption welfare group, and they had a paper write-up about this dog that a woman wanted to have adopted out. She raised Patches from the time he was a puppy, and she wanted to have a child, but she felt Patches was too jealous to be around an infant. Patches! She told me about his problem with being attracted to tissue, and I didn't have any idea it was as bad as it is. I came home one Monday night after work, and he had totally shredded his dog bed in the kitchen and had eaten parts of it. The next day, I put an old cotton bedspread down in the kitchen, and when I came home, the cotton bedspread was partially eaten.
One day, Patches devoured several pieces of junk mail that resulted in an emergency surgery and a vet bill of $5,000.
I've got baby gates up to keep him from going into the other parts of the house. I make sure that if I have to go into the bathroom, he comes with me because I cannot trust him to be out of my sight. He does not get walked because I have trouble walking him because he pulls so hard on the leash. Once he's outside, he's fixated on bugs and birds. He has a lot of issues, but the one that I really want Cesar to help the most with is with this affinity to paper products. My biggest concern is, future vet bills with whatever it is he's eating.
Cocker Spaniels are renowned for their ability to flush out and retrieve wild game. Will this sporting dog be a good sport once Cesar enters the picture?
He's a bird dog.
Yes, he is. He nailed a crow once.
Suddenly, everyone discovers Patches has latched onto a makeup powder puff.
When I saw Patches carrying this powder puff, he wasn't holding and clamping on it. So I said, okay, he's holding this object the way bird dogs do.
What we're gonna need for Patches is gonna be feather.
A feather?
Feather. You have feather?
I have a feather.
Everything was in sync. I didn't ask Robin, did you have feathers before I come into your house? Because I didn't know about the case.
We're gonna create a toy for him. This is very typical in the bird dogs. More often I come to people's home where their bird dog goes after paper or goes after anything that is lightweight, which makes so much sense because when they hold a bird, they hold it very light, so they don't really swallow it. So what causes the frustration is that the human doesn't come out with the activity for them to satisfy this need.
Mm-hmm.
So they finish swallowing it.
Okay.
Cesar and a dog whisperer crew member get busy building a better bird for Patches.
Look what Cesar brought for you.
Santa Claus came early.
Very good.
Wait, I'm gonna let you go, but hold on. I'm just gonna let him go.
We did a reverse take on this time. Normally we start in the house, we tell people, when you open the door, dog right next to you, but it was so obvious that if we start that way, we will go completely against nature.
Because he's a tracker, he's in a tracking mode, I'm allowing that because I need to fulfill that side of him.
Okay.
Before I ask him to follow me.
Patches wasn't so much into a bird when he stepped out of his house. You know, he was not into retrieving, he went into tracking. So his brain switched completely from trying to grab something, you know, in his mouth into tracking. So that's when I came out with the idea of doing a chicken smoothie.
Even though Robin miraculously had bird feathers lying around her house, curiously, she was completely out of chicken smoothies. Cesar asks for a batch to be made.
Chicken smoothie.
One of the Dog Whisperer producers, Christina Lublin, then places a tiny piece of chicken at the end of each smoothie trail.
Patches catch on the concept of tracking the scent of the chicken and then getting the reward, the jackpot at the end of it. Yeah, good boy, good boy. Okay, sit. Very good, Patches. Good boy. A little longer this time. Right here. The important thing here is that he's following the track that we create instead of following a track that we didn't create. So we have no power over somebody else's track. There he comes. Yeah! Good boy, Patches. Good boy. He showed right away that he was capable to stay in the tracking mode for a long period of time.
So that should...
Well, that satisfies the tracking.
Yeah, right. So he's not so interested in tracking paper.
Yes, and so this, you know, what we're creating was making him more food-oriented. So this way you distract them with food.
Patch's need for tracking was not being satisfied, and that's why he was eating the paper in the house. That was an eye-opening experience for me.
To me, an obsessive dog is a dog that's looking for the job badly. In Patch's case, we have to make sure that we fulfill the Cocker Spaniel in him.
Okay.
Then we go into the dog in him.
Okay.
See, the dog in him
Okay.
can give us the ability to follow.
Okay. So this
Yeah,
is
so-
kind of a little different than your normal philosophy, isn't it? Where you go...
It's never the same. Every dog is a different book. Every dog will tell you what works for them. So what worked for Patches doesn't mean will work for another Cocker Spaniel. Right. That's, see, you feel it? That's following. Much better.
After stimulating Patch's natural tracking instincts, Cesar and Robin head to another challenge, the wily and alluring tissue paper.
See, right now the nose is more interested on the chicken.
Uh-huh.
Yes, and that's pretty much what we want to redirect.
See, he does that to me when
Yeah.
he curls his lip at me, and I don't like that, so...
Yeah. It's not a lot, okay? It's more the scent that we are feeding into the brain than the actual food.
Why then wouldn't this be seen as like, oh, if I try to get Kleenex, I'm going to get a reward of chicken?
Well, you gotta redirect something first. Rehabilitating is removing obsession, aggression, fear, insecurity. You're gonna take that away. But what we need to understand is that the brain is already familiar with that way of being. So you have to think, what can you give back? You have to give something back before you take something away. That's good. So that's, you're rewarding him ignoring the Kleenex. So that's a
Right.
that's a plus.
Whenever Patch's obsession starts to rear up, Cesar offers a replacement item. Cesar also uses a leash during the exercise to help keep Patches from running away with a snout full of tissue.
There you go. Oh, this is, see?
Good boy.
Yeah, good boy. So this is when you don't want to do it with the chicken. So now what we have to learn, what we have to also learn is to do it without the chicken. So this way they don't become so conditioned that they
Right.
only give it to you
if you have a piece of food or anything like
Right.
that. What we realize right now is the sound of the flexi leash totally snap them out of it.
Right, right.
Good boy. He's very obsession, you know. There we go. Hey. Hey. Again, this is just the same thing as me calling. Mm-hmm.
He has a lot of patience.
Yeah, and I'm using the same
I know.
strategy. See, I'm not trying to take it away from him. I'm just holding him in that position.
Right.
Okay, so I'm
Right.
not competing with him.
And
Then becomes a tire work there. See, that's when he actually grabs it even more. There you go. Payback, right there.
Patches has dominated not just by taking the Kleenex, not just by grabbing things and running away. That's one way of dominating, controlling the situation, swallowing it, you know. Also by doing a lot of this and, you know, touching people's skin. So that means he dominated from a physical point of view as well as psychological.
Okay, so let me show you again. Hey.
What I did is to move his neck back because that creates the spitting mechanism. So when I did that, he went from fight to flight, and that's why you hear a little bit of panic. And then when he went from fight, and he wasn't getting hurt, I said, well, I'm just gonna relax.
There you go.
And then when he relaxed, I relaxed. And then you can see a nice relaxed breath. I needed that.
I took the brain to a submissive state. So I wait long enough for him to go through the process.
Right.
Because he has never been properly dominated.
Yeah.
He's first gonna fight.
Yes.
If he doesn't win, he's gonna go into a flight, which it sounds like panic.
Okay.
But what we need to do, this is why professionals have to do this process, is to go through it and then wait for the relaxation. Look what he's showing now.
Yep.
So he is avoiding and surrendering when before he was facing. Hey. He was about to. So now that I did the discipline ritual, the dominant ritual, now I have a little bit more control over his reactions. You see it? Because he's not thinking about it, he's just reacting and, you know, from an impulse. Good boy, Patches. Good boy. Yes, a good boy. So, see, when you do the right dominance, they don't become afraid of you.
Yeah.
If I would have done the negative dominance, he wouldn't do this.
Yeah. I'm probably going to have to introduce a little more structure into my life than I've had before because I'm going to have to make time to do the exercises Cesar taught today and get this tracking behavior satisfied so that he doesn't feel he has to, you know, search for paper in the house to eat.
I'm not finished by giving him chicken. I finished by giving him affection.
Right, right.
So this exercise is done.
Okay.
It's the same.
I am the dog whisperer.